Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the bishops and the elders of the great millstone that rule well through the scriptures. Peace to the 144,000 and the rest of the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Kaya from GMS Indianapolis, the branch of Indiana. The original Gary campus, GMS at Winnow 2, and this is an in transit. I'll just talk about the dream I had. I had this dream, and you forget dreams, and I'm noticing as I get older, my memory ain't what it used to be. And if you have a dream and you don't think about it right away, then you'll forget. But I was on the road and I saw an accident, and me seeing the accident sparked the remembrance back, of the dream that I had. So anyway, in this dream, there's a lot of bugged out type of stuff was happening that's not really relevant. But one of the brothers was in my dream. I remember him being in it distinctly, not necessarily having a major part of the dream, but I remember the brother I'm a wine or whatever. But anyway, just getting to the point, in my dream out here in Indiana, Indianapolis camp. But in my dream, just getting to the point, there's a point in the dream where a tank pulled up, okay, on like a street, and just parked as if it was a regular vehicle. A tank pulled up and parked, and people looking at it, but they kind of just was carrying on with whatever business they had going. So we just carrying on whatever we doing in a dream, going to stores, talking to females, whatever. And so time passed, and I'm going past the tank again, the army tank, and I see the barrel portion of the tank slowly start moving, and I'm looking, and it's moving slowly, and then it just started letting loose. I mean, just shooting shit down, continuously, like a continuous barrage of shots. I don't know what caliber those things shoot. And if I remember correctly, it was knocking down buildings and everything. And I found myself hiding with and it was some other people. They wasn't brothers though. It was other people there. It was other individuals. Might have been a woman, but we were hiding, and I would peek out and see that it was still shooting or whatever. But wherever we were at, it wasn't shooting towards us, but it was so loud and deafening, So we just sitting there, and if I remember correctly, we might have been praying too while that happened, or I might have been praying, by myself, because it's not like I knew those people, I just found myself with them. We was, and I had that dream last night, or maybe early this morning, and we do our every other week we do at our Bible study class, we do a live show, and before the Bible study, and the Spirit just hopped on protection, being protected. All right, we was going into what does it mean to be the apple of the eye, right? And to be the apple of someone's eye, that's a Hebrew phrase, an Israelite phrase, and it means that if you're the apple of someone's eye, that means that they take special attention to you and care about you and protects you. And we was just looking up various definitions, right? It was Google, the AI, whatever. It was 3 or 4 of them. And all of them, the word protect kept coming up. All right? And we know, the scripture says the devil knoweth that he have a short time, is coming down with great wrath. A lot of that is being executed through Donald J. Trump. All right? Shit is moving fast. He signed a bill, passed a bill. That shit will be in effect in a week or two. And we know that the military is part of the great wrath. All right. What is it? 2nd Ezra 16. It says the wrath of a burning multitude is kindled over you. All right. We know there's already things in the books to weaponize the military against the United States citizens, okay? And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans technically ain't never really been citizens. And you see ICE, you see them being weaponized against you. So that's not far-fetched, you know? The scripture speaks about dreams, right? If they be not of the Most High, don't pay too much attention to them, roughly paraphrasing. You know, the scripture says dreams lift up fools, but the scripture also says, if there be a prophet among you, either the Lord will speak to him in a vision or in a dream. So there was people that the Lord spoke to directly, all right? And some of them, often, many of them, he spoke to them in dreams, right? And that coincides with the prophetic scriptures, all right? Esau Edom using his military, okay, against people. But also another part in the dream, okay, as you turning, I think the shooting did stop, but while it stopped, there was this one guy. He kept saying, he said, "We need to find Apostle Tahar. We need to find Apostle Tahar." And I don't know exactly what that means, like the exact significance of that, and he was kind of like frantic, you know. Oh, it's not. Wait, the Spirit coming to me now. It says, what is it? The scripture says that in the now Apostle Tahar, he's the head of Great Millstone right now. Okay, he's the head of Israel. All right, it is what it is. That's the truth resides with the men of the Lord, and they're the stewards of it. All right, the apostles and the bishops and the elders in whatever order the Lord got it in. They're the stewards of this knowledge. Okay. And the guy, he was saying, we need to find Apostle Tahar, we need to find Apostle Tahar. Now it's going to come a time where you ain't going to be able to find the truth. And that's going to be the time when all hell break loose. See? And the guy was kind of frantic, you know, and I kind of I told him like chill, like relax. And he wasn't like in the spirit, he wasn't a brother. He might have been watching the videos. He might have, you know. But hey, he was part of the group that was protected, you know. And it was almost as if maybe I was the head of that said group, you know. Cause I was the one like I said, I don't know how we all got together. You know how dreams kind of segue, and you over here in one portion of it, and then another portion you over there. But when the shooting started, I remember we was hiding, and we wasn't hiding far from the tank either. It wasn't far. It was we might have been 50 feet away. What was it? We might have been 50 feet away from the tank. To put it in perspective, let's say you parked on the street, right? And then you got your house, and then in the back of your house is the alley. If the tank was on the street, we was hiding in the building in the alley somewhere. We weren't real far from the tank, you know. And you know, we in there. I think I do remember a woman being there, but some other people. It's kind of the faces. I just remember bodies, you know, because in the dream we hearing all these loud ass shots, and it's so close, and shit falling, and you know. And yeah, it was I'm the one who would go and peek out, because I peeked out 2 or 3 times. The first time I peeked out, they were still shooting, and then I came back, and then there was another time, I think I was praying. Either we were praying or I was praying in my head, something like that, and to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and what else? And then it ended, and then I think I stopped hearing it and waited and peeked out, and then that's when the guy was saying he was we need to find Apostle Tahar, like panicking, frantic, right? And yeah, so it's gonna come a time where you ain't gonna be able to find Apostle Tahar. You can find him now, right? On the Elders Lab page, GMS what is the 666 mark GMS truth, right? But then when they cut the internet down, right, and we off the corners, second Ezra, what is that, 5? What it say? Then witch shall hide herself and go into his secret chamber. And it says, a man shall ask another, has righteousness going into thee that maketh the man right? Basically saying, have you seen those people who said all this stuff was gonna happen? It said, and they shall say no, right? So those who got it, keep it. And those who ain't got it, you better try to get it. You know, so that's all I had on that. Lord's will, this was an edifying lesson to the hopeful elect. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah HaKodash, Shalom.